It's kind of fun to do the impossible. Walt Disney said that. You know, whether it's starting a business, whether it's $1 million business, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, whatever your impossible is, get started on it today. All right, guys, so I'm at my first property this morning, and yes, it is Sunday. I don't like to mow on Sunday, but I'm going to make an exception this week. I wanted to get a head start. I got a lot of things going on this week. I want to get these mowed because I actually have an aeration scheduled for all these properties as well. So I have a lot to do this week. I want to get a head start, and it's only going to take about four to 5 hours this morning. We're getting an early start, so I'll be home plenty of time to, relax with the family today. So anyway, it is really, really windy outside. I'm probably not going to be able to talk that much outside. I'd like to kind of take you guys around and show you kind of the properties, but you guys have seen these many a times. These properties are nothing new, and it's going to be really, really hard to hear me outside today. So on this property here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edge first, then I'm going to mow, and then I'm going to trim, and then I'll blow off, then I'll be done. And we're going to mow these a little bit shorter than what we usually mow. We're going to mow them at 3 inches. I want to suck up all the thatch that's in there from over the winter. I want to, get all that kind of stuff up because, like I said, we're going to come back and aerate. So without further ado, let's get the lawn care season started. All right, so it feels really good to get that first property done, out of the way. Just like every other year, I kind of talk about getting in mowing shape. I'm definitely not in mowing shape. That took a little bit longer than it probably should have for one person, but hey, I'm out here, I'm trying. The weird thing about today is it's really, really humid out. So I'm like really hot, and I'm sweating, but it's so windy out that I can't take my jacket off because then I'll just get cold. Probably not what I want after, you know, trying to not be sick. I'm still kind of sick, still kind of lethargic, feeling kind of weak, but you know, I don't feel too bad. My voice is kind of going in and out. My throat is pretty sore just from being raw, and I'm trying to drink a lot of water. Hopefully that will help, but all in all, honestly, it feels really good to get out here and kind of get back in the groove and you know, see if we can't get property 2 knocked out in a timely manner. So this one here is it's got the pond in the back, and you know, in the past we used the turf tracer. Turf tracer does really good on hills, but the 52 does awesome on hills as well. So that's not a huge concern for me. We did run the 52 on here last year for half a year, however long I had it. Like I said, the 52 does really good on hills. But I'll kind of try to show you some of that and kind of show you kind of the slope. I've done that before, but you know, the camera just doesn't do it justice. I mean, it's a pretty steep one. You know, I've seen a lot of mowers in that pond. Try to keep all mowers out of any ponds, any lakes, any water this year. That's something I don't want to have to deal with. So anyway, let's get started on property number 2. I am going to do the same thing as I did the last one. I'm going to edge first, then I'm going to mow, then I'm going to trim. There's really not a whole lot of trimming to do. I am kind of going around every area, but the grass just, you know, it's not very tall, so there's not a whole lot of trimming. But you know, I do want it to look nice, so I am checking everything. And you know, that's just one of my pet peeves. I like my properties to look well trimmed, well edged, and striped, you know, the best we can. So anyway, let's get this one going. Alright, so right now I just got a text message from a client from last year, and they want me to go by sometime this week, do a first cut. They like it kind of short, bagged, kind of like what I'm doing on this one here, and pick up any leaves that are there. So what I'm trying to do a better job of this year is scheduling stuff out. You know, normally I would just kind of like, yeah, sure, I can get you. And then sometimes I forget about it, sometimes I don't. I usually remember, but I'm like, oh man, I forgot I had this going on or something. So right now what I'm doing is I pulled up yard books on my phone. They don't have an app for the iPhone, but you can pull it up. It works just as fine if you do it from Safari, whatever. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to put them on the schedule for next Thursday. And that way I don't forget. Bam. Like I said, I'm trying to do a better job of keeping track of everything. I have yard books at my fingertips at all times, but sometimes I just get lazy and I don't put stuff in there. So you know, with things kind of picking up, getting calls, this is something I really need to do a better job of.
of kind of scheduling everything. You know, as a job comes in, put it on some time that I have, and then, you know, that way everything is kind of scheduled out and I don't get in a big of a problem of over scheduling or forgetting about something I was supposed to do.
All right, so I just got back to the shop. I'm done for the day. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon, so not too bad. Got a couple of the big office parks done, and yeah, you know, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get a head start because, like I said, we got aeration to do this week. Just got another call to do a cleanup, and you know, we're starting to get really busy. So I wanted to get a good head start. Tomorrow we'll probably do a little bit more mowing, and then on Tuesday that's when we'll probably do all the aerations. So basically what I'm going to do with the aerations is we do have a little walk behind aerator, but these properties are really big. It would take forever and just beat you all to heck using that thing. So I'm going to rent one. I'm going to rent a stand-on, and we're going to try to knock them out in one day and get it all done that way. You know, I'm just really looking forward to getting this season kind of going. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit scared, a little bit, just because I'm starting to get a lot of calls. I think I'm going to be pretty busy this year, and obviously that's what I want. But it makes me feel a little bit nervous because you know I have to manage all this. You know, I'm the owner of this company, and I have to make sure I got the right amount of people, and got to make sure everything kind of flows. You know, that's my job, and so but I'm actually really excited for the challenge, and I think this year is going to be a pretty fun year. I think we're going to make some money, and I think we're going to grow a little bit. So right now I'm just going to get this stuff, get the trailer in here, get out of here, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. So be happy, be humble, stay hungry.